Hello YouTube, this is Tech Computers doing another Heatsink video. Now, my server that I have right here, which you guys probably see a little bit, this box, has been running kind of hot. It's a A6 AMD A6 dual-core APU processor. I don't remember the exact name of it. Yeah. Alright. Anyways, it runs about 50, 60 degrees Celsius on the stock cooler, maybe higher. So what I have to do is I got this Gemini M4 cooler from Coolmaster. Got it from eBay. Paid $15 for it, and I'm hoping to install it on my show box. Now, originally I was gonna go with water cooling, but I have to wait a little bit. Money is kind of tight at the moment, so I do have to wait. So, but anyways, just start. I get more specs as I go about the server. So, move some of this junk out of my way here, like the box. Anyways, got my thermal compound from Coolmaster. I thought I'd use what came with. Whatever. Got the bracket, got the cooler. So, got the nuts. Yank has a wrench. Yay! Or for other people, it comes with a screwdriver socket. Anyways, I already took the side panels off already. So, anyways, this is my server box. A Apache RAID card, capable of holding 8 drives by mini SAS. Yeah, sorry, doing this backwards. So, anyways, yeah, 8 hard drives in there already. Not 8, F6. Sorry, 6. 2 per tray. This kitchen order do like 11 hard drives. It's just a little Apache drive. Now, I read a lot of reviews that without a fan directly inputted on the heatsink of the Apache RAID card, it will actually go bad very quickly. It's really hot. I'll post a link of which one I have in the description, so you don't have to worry about it. That is the APU dual-core Athlon processor. It's a great dual core. I think it's like 3.6, 3.7 gigahertz. So it's freaking cool. Just where it's hot. So, anyways, take all that off. As you see up here, I got 2 fans, 1 of the hard drives. I got 3 of the hard drives, 2 next fans. No, I should think. I don't think of it. I think I have more than 2. I think it's 3 in front. Yeah. I don't even see it alright, but I'll try. Yeah. Here's the back of it. One big ass 140 fan. Cougar 120 fan. And well, it's CH2 well. Out in the back here, we have a bunch of other fans. So I'll use a better tour of it later after I get the Heatsink on. Anyways, I have to remove the original stock bracket. So, and this one actually comes with a metal bracket, which is kind of sweet because most AMD motherboards don't come with one of those. Now, I guess I'm wondering, I did only pay, I think it was like $20 for the RAID card, for the motherboard, processor, stock cooler, and power supply, which is the Thermaltake 600 watt power supply. I paid $40. Came with a Thermaltake V3 case. A business is getting rid of all their old PCs, so I tried to buy more than one, but I have to pay all my bills. I kind of ran short, so I was able to get one. So it's a great deal. By the time I got paid my next paycheck, they were sold out already. But that's why. So before we do, let's get this old stock bracket off, clean the processor off some rubber and alcohol, and install the new cooler. And hopefully it drops the temperature down a lot. Now if it does work pretty well, I will move this fan here, and I'll move it over to right here if everything works well. Alright, let's get started. Now I'm going to put the heavy side here where the power supply and the hard drives are, so the case will stay steady. See, push down, it's not really budging much. So that way we have good working environment. If my one webcam will focus better, it'd be amazing. Yeah, that works out. Now, here there, take the old bracket off. Let's pull 4 screws. Or bolts, how you want to call them. But they come out very, very easy. Now, I do recommend after you guys take out the screws, please be aware that you don't want to load a case. You do have to use the stock brackets for a different aftermarket cooler. Or if you're planning on getting rid of it, you have to send it back with the stock cooler. Or for the unfortunate reason, you have to RMA it. Always keep the bracket parts together, just in case, because you never know. How much we lose screwdrivers and stuff, trying to build computers, take them apart and whatnot. It's not surprising to lose the brackets too. And some manufacturers will get picky on it. And there we have it. About having their bracket piece taken off, and that coming back with the board after you RMA it. I don't know if some manufacturers don't care, but we're not take that chance, because that means extra shipping costs. Board not getting fixed if anything happens to it, God forbid. So you get the idea. And if I don't drop my screwdriver and break my toe, that'd be fantastic. Now eventually I will upgrade this motherboard and processor combo. And now I'm not going to overkill and get a Xeon quad core, 8 core, 16 core processor. Because honestly, all I'm doing is sharing videos, media from the 6 hard drives in here, which I really eventually will have 8 hard drives around the RAID card. Now, when I do upgrade this, I will be changing the motherboard out and trying to find me one with at least 2 or 3 PCI Express slots, or a case that has hot swap board in for SAS. I can actually use, because this actually RAID card can actually hold 48 drives, according to the description that I read off the manufacturer's website. So the brightest card to use on eBay, you can get it for $20, $25, sometimes $60. It has a nice backup battery part to it, so yeah, it does great. Now before I get the rest of the crap together here, I need some rubber alcohol. Or maybe not. Actually, let me give me a piece of paper towel. I think the towing paste is still good. Yeah. Yeah, it's still good. Spread it around a little bit here. Might have that a little more, but oh wow, man, shoot, it's still good. There. Yeah, if you guys wonder, I'm using the NTH1 Noctel thermal paste. I'm trying to get it in my hands here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay, thermal paste actually a great Loctite. There, a little bit there, a little bit in the center. and spread out a little bit more. Crushes coverage. Yeah, me right in the trash can. Alright, now this one's gonna be a little more fun because it's actually meant for a small factor case, as you can see. The only thing I don't like about stuff like that, I really, really hate these fan grills because to me they suck. I rather use zip ties instead. Like for the PC I have my nephew build, his came with this. These little stupid clips. Here you guys, better example here. Like this thing. And they suck. I don't like them. So I rather use zip ties instead. So, anyways, this is my opinion. I'm sure some people might like them, but personally, I don't. And nobody can really change my mind about it. Because they're not secure, they don't keep the fan, they do keep the fan in place. Just I prefer, like, anti-vibration nubs instead. Because to me, that will be a lot better. And putting fans together. Now, this cool came with rubber gauntlets. I don't know if you can see that very well or not. They go on the stuck holes. And yes, you have a little adhesive to keep them from moving. That way you have a little separation. Probably should have these a little thicker though, but that's just my opinion. But, oh well. Yay, more thin face my fingers. God, this stuff's so hard to get off. Doesn't matter how I mount those, I guess. As long as I get on the rubber holes, that's really all that matters, huh? Okay. Now, this is where I get hard. I have to try to hold this case up, try to get these nuts on, with the back plate on, all at the same goddamn time. So, bear with me. Thank God the fan is not just moving that much on me. I'm going to get a couple of these nuts on here. I'll flip it around so you can see exactly how the back plate looks. So bear with me for a little bit. Now my cable management on this case isn't the best. It's not the worst. It's on my other videos. So, anyways, this is basically what I have put on there. That bracket and these 4 nuts, and they're not tight yet. So, I'm gonna shoot it over here. Little socket. You guys see? Don't you guys see that? Yeah. Little socket here. And now, I suggest crisscrossing. There's one. That way I don't damage anything. But this cooler is pretty light cooler. I mean, it's not super heavy. I mean, it's like very light. It's like 1/3 or 1/4 of the weight of the cooler I showed in my last video. Yeah. Yeah. New cooler's on. Now, as you see, my wire management isn't the best in this case because, like I said, no SAS backplane, so I'm just using a lot of SATA cables. The good thing about this case, it does have a fan controller, which is amazing. I don't use it, but it's all good. Now on the back here, see this little button here? It has a little LED, if you can see it, right there. And you can see your back plane, or your back IO, with no problem. Dark day does not matter. So it's pretty sweet. Now, before I do, now I plug the fan in so I don't forget, because God forbid I forget that. That would suck. There's the fan. It's like looks like a little smaller 140. I'm assuming it's a 100mm fan, but I could be wrong. Just plenty of wire in the back. Now, honestly, if this can just be a passive cooler, that's fine too, because like I said, my other fans can pretty well keep the rest of the system cool. Now, if you guys are curious about the specs, I'd be happy to tell you yes. Yes, it's a little dusty, as you can see, but I don't really care about it too much. As long as the fans ain't dusty and stuff like that, and the mother was clean, I'm happy. That's as you can dust it as it wants. I don't care. It's not really affect anything. But yeah, you guys see these. I have more like the 2 SATA adapters. I have a lot of those on the back here because the Pacifier one has 4, I think, or 5 SATA port. No, it has 6 SATA ports. Sorry, no, just my nose. But yeah, it works out pretty well. Moving on. So this is basically 6 2TB drives in RAID 6. You guys might wonder why I don't use RAID 5 or RAID 1 or 0 if for whatever reason. But it's mainly because I want data security. RAID 6 offers me if 2 drives fail, it's not going to crash my RAID system, which is amazing because it's like 7.21. Don't quote me on this, but I think it's 7.21 gigabytes or terabytes of space I have in the system. Unfortunately, I'm already using 6.8 terabytes of space already, and I'm not gonna use more than that because my rule of thumb is I like to keep get at least a half a terabyte just in case something, just so the hard drive has some breathing room. I know that storage capacity is 12 terabytes to round it off, but I know format takes a bit away, but I still like to have a little breathing room. I do have a Mexican 120 gigabyte SSD drive that has Windows 7 on it, so I can share this whole system. So that way the operating system dies, it's not going to kill my RAID system, which is awesome. Now I could run a software RAID on the motherboard if I do want to go beyond the RAID card, but I don't plan on it. Now the RAID card here is the Apache RAID card. I'll have the description of which one it isn't below. It has a backup battery, so power still rest everything for you. Have this actual fan because it's like I said, this thing is very hot. So about this, there's a 40 or 60mm fan I have on this thing, zip tied. And yeah, I have the cable in this way only because if anything happens to the fan, I can just clip it off, replace it without taking the whole back panel off to get to it. So it works. Like I said, 16-watt power supply, AMD APU dual-core processor. Hence why I have to replace the stock with something better. 2 Kruger fans. I want to get more. There's a turbine edition. I like to get more of those because there's amazing, quiet, high-performance fans, which is awesome. The hard drives are Hitachi. Well, in this case, Western Digital now. I think they're the ones who bought them out. Don't know why Hitachi gave up on hard drive manufacturing. Don't know. Honestly, I don't. So, I guess they just got tired of making drives or something. Who knows? It's kind of unique. They started through General Motors. So that's even more bizarre. But yeah, And yes, the little side panel does glow white, so that's pretty cool. Eventually, I will put water cooling in the system, help with the processor, but this will be just fine. On the front, you have three 120mm fans, high performance Nexus fans, which is cool. You have a giant magnetic dust filter, which is awesome. And you have a nice dust filter for the power supply, which is cool. Oh, yeah, it has a little latch, so as you heard. And the top has a nice fan filter too. The fan vents are right here on both front and side. This is actually an insulated soundproof case, so it keeps the acoustics way low, which is amazing. This shows all my media files throughout the whole house, games included. I'm able to play PS2 on my phone, so as long as my file share program works or app works fine with no bugs, I can actually play it. Around the house, I can stream to, I think I tested 7 computers at once on multiple different files at 1080p, which I think is amazing. And people might ask me why not 4K? Mainly because the only 4K monitors I have is my phone, because everybody in my house has LG V20 phones, and then my 3 action cams also 4K. All monitors and TVs do not. They only support full 1080p or 720p. So, yeah, it's not going to matter. But there you have it. Nice little case. That's what I need to do. So, yeah, there you have it. Putting a heatsink on my server configuration. I'll put links to everything in the description below if you guys want to build a similar design without too much headache. And using Windows file sharing makes it a breeze. I know people might say, why don't you use Flash or some type of media source? Because I'm not streaming, I'm just sharing, and it works just as good. And if I want to buy the network, I'm running 1200 megabits wirelessly, 5G, the whole shebang. So there's no hiccup with that either. But that's why. Anyways, have a nice day, everybody. I'll see you guys later.